Jana Sena Party MLA candidate Madhusudhan Gupta has actually damaged an EVM by throwing it on the floor because he was angry that candidates' names weren't displayed properly. This has happened in Gupta of Anantapur district in Andhra Pradesh. Remember, Andhra Pradesh is witnessing state assembly elections also simultaneously. We are also being told that this Jana Sena Party MLA candidate has now been detained. These are visuals on your screen. This is high-handedness of political leaders clearly on display, because this man here has actually thrown an EVM on the floor and causing damage to it. Let's go across to my colleague Krishnamurthy, who's tracking developments in both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, joining us. Krishnamurthy, what more are you learning?
Well, what we come to know is that Jana Sena Party candidate Madhusudhan Gupta, he went ahead and created a ruckus in a polling booth in Gupta, where he's contesting from. This was in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh, which is usually known for violence, poll-related violence. And this is an incident where he went inside a polling booth. He immediately started yelling at officials, saying that the polling booth, the EVMs are not working properly. And he, in fact, went ahead and threw an EVM machine on the floor because he was angry that the names of candidates were not displayed properly. And that, he took it up as a reason. He yelled at officials inside the polling booth and damaged an EVM machine. And after that, he was immediately taken into custody. Now, this is the first polling booth violence incident which we have received from Andhra Pradesh. And this is not something which very new, especially going by the constituency.
No, you know, Krishnamurthy, we can see the visuals. There seems to be absolute pandemonium inside the polling booth. This is not behavior accepted inside a polling booth. People are casting their vote, and this candidate is going all around disturbing others and also going close to polling machines. I mean, to EVMs. Not only has he damaged one, but I mean, this is not the decorum followed inside a polling booth. This is clearly high-handedness on display here.
Well, absolutely. In fact, if you look at the candidates, in fact, he's a first-time candidate in Andhra Pradesh, and look at the kind of behavior he's displaying. And these are not the leaders whom we want to look at, and people who want to vote for him to create ruckus. This is not what we expect out of our politicians. Absolute high-handedness in a polling booth, and the kind of display, the behavior which is being displayed right now, absolutely uncalled for, and rightfully police have taken him to custody, and now polling has...
Yes, let's also go across to Pooja. She's also joining us. Krishnamurthy, hold your thought. Because if there is an issue with the EVM, it needs to be brought to the attention of the officers there, Pooja, in an appropriate manner. This kind of behavior where he not only damages the EVM but is also running around from one polling booth to another, disturbing everybody else. We are being told he's been detained, but certainly not the kind of behavior that politicians should be displaying on a day like today.
Absolutely, but he was allowed to go on a spree because it isn't just in one place that he tried to create a ruckus, but in several booths. Finally, in one of the booths, he went as far as trying to throw an EVM machine and damaged it in the process. So, like you rightly mentioned, any issue with the EVM, like in the polling booth that I currently am at, where for about 40 to 45 minutes, the commence of polling was postponed because of an issue, and most people who've been lining up here were patiently waiting. So, what is it what is the chip on the shoulder for this particular candidate from Jana Sena, that he thought that he could actually take law into his own hands and resort to violence? So detention is what we're being told right now, but will he be arrested, will charges be pressed on him, is something that we will wait and watch out for.
Well, that actually is the picture of that damaged EVM too that we are showing to our viewers right now, Pooja, because such is the kind of a behavior that is, first of all, completely unacceptable. But this something should not be allowed as well. When it comes to politicians, cast your vote and go back. What is the need for the politicians to be around there at the polling booth?
Absolutely. Some of them, in fact, were trying to make sure that EVM is working and doing the rounds. But in this case, Madhusudhan Gupta, who is, of course, the candidate from Janasena in Anantapur district, thought it was, his right to give orders to the officials there. And when he didn't think he's getting a solution, then lost his cool. In fact, we're told that he also screamed at some officials before picking up those EVM machines and throwing them and damaging them. What charges will be pressed against him, we will, wait and watch out for. But for now, he has been detained, and that is the word that is coming in.